It was just past 7 a.m. when Eleanor opened the door to her father's bedroom. The light was creeping in through the window blinds, casting soft patterns on the floor. His bed looked undisturbed, the blanket pulled neatly up to his chest. The room was quiet. Too quiet. "Dad," she whispered. No response. She walked closer. "Dad? Breakfast is almost ready." Still nothing. It wasn't until she touched his hand, cool, unmoving, that the truth hit her like a thunderclap. He was gone. James Holland was 71. No major health issues, no recent complaints. The night before, he had chuckled through his favorite detective series and even reminded Eleanor to refill his blood pressure meds. "Don't let me forget in the morning," he had said with a smile. There was no morning. The doctors called it sudden cardiac arrest during sleep. A silent thief in the night. No pain, no warning, just gone. But as Eleanor sat numbly in the hospital hallway waiting to speak with the coroner, a quiet question formed in her mind, one that would follow her for weeks afterward. Could it have been prevented? What if I told you that the answer might be yes? That every night millions of people over 70 unknowingly put their health at risk, not because of illness but because of small, seemingly harmless bedtime habits? That behind peaceful-looking routines like heavy dinners, warm rooms, and late-night scrolling hides a web of hidden dangers, ones that science is only just beginning to fully understand? And most importantly, what if I told you that you have the power to change it? Not through medication, not through surgery, but through 4 small choices you make before you close your eyes each night. This isn't fear-mongering. This is a wake-up call from someone who has seen too many families like Eleanor's shattered by one silent night. So if you're over 70, or if someone you love is, please read on. Because in the chapters that follow, we'll dive into 4 bedtime habits that can truly make the difference between risk and resilience, between rest and regret, between waking up and not. But here's the good news. These habits aren't complicated. They don't require pills or equipment. They don't cost a thing. All they ask for is your attention and your willingness to believe that your body, even now, deserves care, softness, and support. So let's begin. Before the night falls again. Chapter 1. The Power of Letting Go. Helen used to go to bed with a mind full of thoughts, lists, worries, regrets, the next day's errands, memories of things undone, words unsaid. She would lie there, eyes wide open in the dark, listening to the slow ticking of the old clock on her wall. Time passed, but sleep didn't come. At 74, she believed this was normal. It's just part of aging, she told herself. But night after night, her heart would race for no reason. Her muscles stayed tight. She would toss and turn for hours. Some nights she woke up gasping, her chest tight, her mind dizzy, with dreams she couldn't quite remember. Her doctor called it anxiety. Nothing serious, he said. But Helen knew her body was telling her something. Then one evening, while visiting a community center, she sat in on a relaxation class for seniors. It was simple, just some light stretching, deep breathing, a moment of stillness. She almost cried when she felt how calm her body became, how much lighter she felt without doing anything at all. That night, for the first time in years, Helen fell asleep within minutes. The truth is, your body needs time to let go before it can truly rest. We spend all day doing, thinking, moving, reacting, and then we expect our bodies to shut down like a switch. But it doesn't work that way, especially after 70. As we age, our nervous system becomes more sensitive to stress. Even small things like a disagreement at dinner or a missed phone call can keep the mind and body in a state of alert. And when that tension follows us into bed, sleep can't begin. Studies have shown that seniors who engage in light relaxation practices before bedtime have better sleep, lower heart rates, and reduced nighttime blood pressure spikes. And these practices aren't complicated. Just 10 to 15 minutes of calm can transform your night. Here are a few simple ways to relax before bed. Gentle breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes. Soak your feet. A warm foot bath relaxes blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and signals to your brain that it's time to rest. Soft yoga or stretches. Nothing vigorous, just shoulder rolls, neck tilts, or stretching your back while seated or lying in bed. Silent meditation or prayer. You don't have to be an expert. Just sit quietly and let go of the day. Let your breath be your anchor. You don't need to do them all, just choose one, and let it become part of your nighttime rhythm. Helen now ends every day the same way. She dims the lights, plays soft instrumental music, soaks her feet, and breathes. She doesn't worry about tomorrow. She simply gives her body what it needs to rest. And most nights, she sleeps deeply, peacefully, because she's learned the power of letting go. And in doing so, she's reclaimed the one thing she thought aging had taken away. Rest. Real, healing, restful sleep. Chapter 2. The quiet danger of full stomachs and full bladders. Walter always loved a good late-night meal. At 73, he still enjoyed his evening routine. Dinner around 8 p.m., followed by a bowl of ice cream or a late-night sandwich while watching TV. He'd wash it down with a glass of water or sometimes a full cup of herbal tea, then shuffle off to bed, full and content. But that contentment rarely lasted through the night. He often woke up sweating, sometimes with heartburn, sometimes needing to rush to the bathroom in the dark, his legs unsteady and his mind groggy. A few times he stumbled. Once, he hit the dresser hard enough to bruise his hip. He never thought his evening habits were the problem. "It's just how I wind down," he told his daughter. Until the night he didn't make it to the bathroom in time and slipped on the tiled floor. That fall led to a fractured wrist and a long, painful recovery. At the hospital, his doctor asked gently, "What time do you usually eat dinner?" Walter blinked. "Late. 9 sometimes." The doctor nodded. "And water?" "Before bed. Always." The doctor sighed. "That might be part of the problem. What many people over 70 don't realize is that what and when you eat and drink in the evening deeply affects how you sleep and how safe you are during the night." Let's break it down. Eating too late or too much. As we age, digestion slows down. The stomach takes longer to process food. A large or rich meal close to bedtime forces the body to stay active when it should be winding down. This can lead to heartburn and acid reflux, elevated heart rate, restless, light sleep, increased nighttime blood pressure, higher risk of sudden cardiac events during sleep. Late-night eating also disrupts melatonin production, the hormone responsible for making us feel sleepy. The body is too busy digesting to release sleep signals. And for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, eating close to bed can spike blood sugar, increasing the risk of nighttime complications. Drinking too much before bed. Hydration is essential, but timing matters. The older we get, the more sensitive our bladder becomes. Muscles weaken, kidneys don't slow down at night like they used to. Even a modest glass of water can lead to multiple bathroom trips that break sleep and raise fall risk. Waking up in the dark, standing up too fast, walking on stiff joints. All of this adds up to danger, especially when we're half asleep and vulnerable. Walter made small, simple changes after that fall. Nothing drastic. He started eating dinner by 6 p.m. If he wanted something later, he chose a few crackers or a banana, something light and easy to digest. He stopped drinking full glasses of water at night and instead sipped gently if he felt thirsty. Most of his fluids now came before 6 p.m. Within a week, his nights changed. No more heartburn, no more racing heart, no more rushing to the bathroom at 3 a.m. He even started sleeping through the night again, something he hadn't done in years. And the best part? He felt clearer and more energized in the mornings, less fog, more strength. Here's what you can do tonight. Eat dinner at least 3 hours before bed. If you need a snack later, choose something light and small. No sugar, no heavy fat. Limit water and tea intake 2 hours before sleep. Avoid caffeine and alcohol after the late afternoon. Create a gentle wind-down routine after eating. Walk around the house, listen to music, relax your stomach. These aren't sacrifices. They're gifts. Gifts you give to your body so that it can rest, so that your heart can slow, so that your digestion doesn't compete with your dreams, so that when you close your eyes, there is nothing left for your body to fight, only peace, only sleep. Walter now ends every evening with a quiet smile, a lighter stomach, and the confidence that he's doing what's best for himself. Because rest isn't just about the hours you sleep. It's about how you prepare to let go. Chapter 3. The Rhythm of Rest. Marjorie never thought much about her sleep schedule. Some nights she went to bed at 9, other nights past midnight. If she felt tired in the afternoon, she'd nap for hours. If she wasn't sleepy, she'd scroll through her tablet or watch TV until her eyelids gave in. "It's retirement," she used to say with a laugh. "I'll sleep when I want." But over time, things started to change. She began waking up groggy, no matter how long she slept. Her moods dipped, she felt unsteady when she got out of bed, and some mornings she couldn't even remember what day it was. It wasn't until her doctor mentioned something called circadian rhythm that she realized what was really happening. "You don't need more sleep," the doctor said. "You need more regular sleep." As we age, our internal body clock, the circadian rhythm, becomes more sensitive. It controls when we feel sleepy, when we wake, how deeply we rest, and how refreshed we feel the next day. In our younger years, the body can handle more variation. But after 70, inconsistency in sleep patterns can disrupt hormones like melatonin and cortisol, leading to fragmented sleep, difficulty falling asleep, feeling tired during the day, weakened memory and focus, higher risk of depression and anxiety. More alarmingly, irregular sleep-wake times have been linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline and even early-stage dementia. So what can you do? The answer is simple but powerful. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This doesn't mean you have to sleep at 9 p.m. sharp or wake at 5 a.m. You just need to choose a rhythm that works for your body and stick to it. Your body craves predictability. It wants to know when to wind down, when to release sleep hormones, when to enter deep, healing rest. And the more you respect that rhythm, the more it will reward you with deeper sleep, fewer awakenings, sharper mornings, stronger immunity, greater emotional stability. For Marjorie, the shift came slowly. She began by setting a reminder on her phone each night. Start winding down. She turned off screens an hour before bed. Read a few pages of her favorite book. Put on calming music. She went to bed at 10:30, woke at 7, and repeated it the next day and the next. At first, it felt forced. But within a week, something beautiful happened. Her body started expecting sleep at that hour. Her mind felt clearer, her mood lightened, and she stopped needing naps during the day. She realized that sleep wasn't just something she fell into, it was something she prepared for. A few tips to establish a sleep rhythm after 70. Set a fixed bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Avoid long daytime naps. Keep them under 30 minutes and before 3 p.m. Create a pre-sleep routine. Dim lights, turn off electronics, do something relaxing. Get natural light in the morning, open the curtains, step outside. Sunlight helps reset your internal clock. If you wake too early, resist the urge to nap or change bedtime. Stay consistent. Think of your sleep rhythm as a kind of music. When the beat is steady, your body knows the steps. But when it's scattered and unpredictable, your mind and body get out of sync, resulting in fatigue, stress, and disorientation. Marjorie once thought flexibility was freedom. Now she sees it differently. Routine isn't boring, she says. It's the gift of knowing my body is working with me, not against me. Chapter 4. The Healing Space. For years, George thought his sleep problems were just a part of aging. He couldn't fall asleep easily. He woke up often, sweating or gasping. Some nights he tossed and turned until dawn. His doctor tried everything, melatonin, sleep aids, diet changes, but nothing worked. Then one night, while visiting his son, something strange happened. He slept straight through the night. No waking, no grogginess, just deep, peaceful rest. Why? The mattress was better, the room was cooler, it was dark and completely quiet. There were no flashing clocks, no buzzing electronics, no glowing screens. It wasn't medication he had needed. It was a better sleep environment As we grow older, we often forget that our surroundings affect us more than we realize. Our senses become more sensitive: light, noise, temperature. Yet many seniors continue to sleep in spaces that are too warm, too bright, too noisy, or too cluttered. And these small factors, often overlooked, can quietly steal away restful sleep night after night. A few key truths about your sleep environment. Too much heat can raise your heart rate and prevent your body from reaching deep sleep. Light pollution, even from a clock or hallway, can suppress melatonin, the hormone that helps us fall asleep. Uncomfortable bedding can cause joint pain, stiffness, and micro-awakenings that you may not even remember. Electronic devices, especially screens, emit blue light that disrupts your natural sleep-wake cycle. George, after his visit, made simple changes. He removed the TV from his bedroom, switched to blackout curtains, lowered the thermostat to 65 DEFF, replaced his old mattress with one that supported his back properly. He even placed a lavender sachet near his bed, a small touch of calm. The result? He began sleeping better. Not perfect every night, but deeper, calmer, more restorative. His energy improved, his mood lifted, and for the first time in years, he woke up not with a groan, but with a quiet smile. Here's how you can build your own healing sleep space. Keep the room cool. 67 DEF is ideal for most people. Eliminate light sources, use blackout curtains, cover blinking electronics, and avoid screens an hour before bed. Use supportive bedding, invest in a good mattress and pillow that support your joints and spine. Reduce noise, consider a white noise machine or soft fan if your environment is loud. Limit electronics. Keep phones, TVs, and tablets out of the bedroom. Create calm. Soft lighting, soothing scents, and gentle music can signal to your brain that it's time to rest. You don't need a fancy spa or expensive equipment. You just need intentional choices. Choices that tell your body, here, you are safe. Here, you can rest. Conclusion: the night you deserve. You've made it to the end of this journey, and perhaps, like so many others, you've discovered that a peaceful night isn't about luck. It's about care. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on what you've learned. You now know the power of relaxing your mind and body before bed, letting go of tension to invite healing rest. You understand why eating lightly and drinking wisely in the evening protects your sleep and safety. You've seen how a steady sleep schedule gives your body and brain the rhythm it needs to thrive. And you've learned that your sleep environment matters deeply, more than we often realize. These aren't grand or difficult changes. They are gentle shifts, acts of self-respect, of wisdom, of love. Because after 70, rest is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. It's what protects your memory, your heart, your balance, your joy. It's the foundation of your energy, your independence, your ability to greet the morning with strength. So tonight, when you turn off the lights, let it be different. Let it be intentional, let it be kind, let it be your time to heal. Because sleep, when honored, is not just the end of the day, it's the beginning of another beautiful tomorrow. Thank you for taking this journey. You deserve the peace of a good night's rest, tonight and every night to come. Thanks. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to create great content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.